Good morning, good afternoon, whatever you want to call it, wherever you are watching this video. We're in the last lesson of the chapter. It's been nothing but equations, this whole chapter. More of the same today. It's just a different operation. We're going to be using multiplication property of equality because we have division equations. We have to do the inverse operation. So let's get circled up right now. We're going to go ahead and get started on page 565. We're going to go 1 to 5. Okay, we'll do those 5 together. Then we're going to jump to number 7 through 11. Okay, actually, I'll do 7 with you because it's a good problem. And then we're going to jump to 12 through 23, which is really 13 through 23. More reps. Certainly can use your calculator. I have no problem with that. Oops, we're not doing that. All right, so we're all set up. There's not a ton. It looks like a lot, but it doesn't. It goes quick. If you put your head down and work, it's a pretty good deal. Okay, so let's get rolling. Here we go. Talked to you just a second ago about the multiplication property of equality. That says we're going to multiply both numbers by the same number. We're using the inverse operation, all right, when we have an equation, and you're going to see how these are set up. All right, there's a lot of different ways to write this. When I taught it, they made it write it horizontally. I don't like that as much. I like to write it more vertically because it makes more sense to me. All right, so let's get after it. Keep your calculator handy, okay? All right, so we're going to balance beam. And the inverse of division is multiplication. I'm going to cancel. What's left is m. M over 6 times 6 is m. 10 times 6 is 60. Okay, I'm going to show you over here what's actually occurring over here. All right, if we were to write this horizontally and not vertically. All right, so instead of doing a balance beam, you could do it this way. K divided by 5 times 5 equals 11 times 5. We could put the 5 over 1, cancel it out, K would come down. So that's actually what's happening mathematically. I just show it that way. All right, 11 times 5 is 55. Okay. So if you enjoy writing it out horizontally, certainly help yourself. I'm more of a vertical person, so this will cancel. What's left is V times 13. And again, grab the calculator if you need it. I get 182. Okay, so 182 divided by 13 is 14. Makes sense to me. Carrie and Taya are sharing a pack of stickers. Each girl gets 11 stickers. Write and solve a division equation to see how many stickers there are in all. Okay, well, each girl gets 11 stickers. All right, so how many do they have? We'll call that S divided by 2, right? There's 2 of them. There's 11 stickers. Each of them got 11. So I'm going to go ahead and multiply that by 2 and that by 2, and S is 22 stickers. And I'm just going to abbreviate that, okay? Okay. So let's jump to the next page. I'm getting a little tight there. So let's do these first 5 together. The nice thing is this whole chapter was the same thing. It's good repetition. Balance beam times 4, it cancels, P comes down. Times 4 is 20. If I don't see this work, you will not get credit. Balance beam times 6 cancels, W comes down. 17 times 6 is 42. That's 102. Circle. Balance beam. We're going to multiply both sides by 3 and 2/10 times 3 and 2/10. That's a decimal. Save myself a little bit of anguish. I'm going to go ahead and multiply through. We end up with 15 and 4/100, and there it is. Okay. All right. So more of the same. You should have no problem with this. The word problems become a challenge. I understand that. Sophia is buying party favors. She has a budget of $2.75 a person for 6 people. How much can Sophia spend on the party favors? Well, she has a budget of $275. All right. How much can she spend? All right. I'm going to call this S for spending divided by 6. So we're going to take the total number divided by 6, and we're going to get 275. See, this will give me the total number I have. So if I multiply that by 6 and multiply that by 6, this will cancel. S will come down. I'm going to grab my calculator because that's why I gave it to you. So she has a total budget to spend on everybody of $16.50 because this times this was this. 1650 divided by 6 is that. Okay? So, hope that's making good sense to you. We're going to take a look at number 5. Caroline baked 3 dozen oatmeal raisin cookies. 3 dozen. This is 1/4 of the number of cookies she baked in all. How many dozen cookies we could do this a couple of different ways. All right. How many dozen cookies did she bake? So some number divided by 1/4 is 3 dozen. Now, all right, 3 dozen, is usually 36, but a baker's dozen, it would be 39 cookies, right? So we took the number of, and we're going to find out how many dozen cookies did she start with? Because 3 dozen of those, all right, 1/4 of those is oatmeal raisin. So I'm going to go ahead and balance beam and multiply by 4. X is going to come down, multiply by 4, and I'm going to get 12 dozen. So out of the 12 dozen, 1/4 or 4, when I divide it, is 3 dozen is oatmeal raisins. So that makes good sense. Okay. You guys can jump to number 7 because we're not doing 6. And have a great day, guys. I'll see you later.